And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. The action has already started. That is good alertness. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, what can we say about Rashford? What's not to like about him, having proven himself to be an outstanding human being all round? As a pro on the pitch, he's...
Rafinha! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So, a breakthrough already. Bernardo Silva. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Rice. And Mendes. Dyer. Hakimi. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now it's Oyarzabal. Merino. No, that's been intercepted. Vanderson. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oyarzabal. Pavard. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hakimi. He is through here. Oh, he's caught him in or out. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Oh, we've seen that early. Now the finish! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
So that... He's had a hit! And more and more and more! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Yamal. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side. Rafinha. Barcelona are 3 down and sinking. Oyarzabal. He's got the shot away! And that's off target.
Oyarzabal did so well to make use of the little space that was afforded to him. It wasn't easy, that. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's going to have his name taken. The fullback is in acres of space here. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Firmly met. Merino. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Vanderson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nuno Mendes. Hakimi. Ah, such a clever touch. Plays it in low. And he's heaved it away. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores. Pavard. Merino.
He can run onto that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rafinha. And Mendes. Rafinha. Martinez.
That was lovely, that.
And he's found a way past. And Martinez! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Merino.
Well, he's certain.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Barcelona can show their manager and their fans how much grit and spirit is actually in this team. The right characters can rescue a situation like this, and I think we're about to discover if they're present.
Skims one in. Can he finish? It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Marcó en el minuto 49 el dorsal 9.
It's become a case of men against boys. And he's forced to go back. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He's picked his way through. Rafinha. Well, that is a good challenge from him. He's got away. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Back into the middle. And he's there to clear it. Oyarzabal with the short one. An instinctive delivery. Hakimi is there and he can get that clear. Gently done. Vanderson. Referee's given a throw.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
And it's Bernardo Silva, expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Merino. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And the keeper's in command.
Merino.
Pavard clears. Rashford. He's in plenty of space here.
Well played and well cleared.
Shotani. Bernardo Silva. And again they run up against stubborn defending. He's played him through. He's had a shot! No mistake! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Real chance here. Spread out to the left. It's a pretty loose pass. Dyer. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mendes charging forward down that flank. Kukçu. Oyarzabal. Kukçu. And he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Can he get it through? Now it's Rafinha. Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Pavard. Dyer. Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And that has been cleared. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22, el dorsal 4 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10, el dorsal 9.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Now it's Rafinha. Nuno Mendes. Rafinha has found the net here, of course. Rafinha. He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rafinha. Rice. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Kokchu.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
That's good running with the ball. Rice. Merino. 4 extra minutes added on. Nuno Mendes. Well, that has not gone well. Driving forward. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Mendes getting this. And time is up. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Pass somewhat off target. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Rashford. Rafinha. Rashford.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
The fullback is in acres of space here. It's a goal kick. And that is as far as they're going to go. Hakimi picks it up out wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Yamal. Mikel Oyarzabal driving on and making good progress. And he'll shoot here. He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rice, that has been slung wide. The less said about that pass, and it's been given. Shot at goal! He's delivered all right! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, terrible pass. Just the keeper to beat, and the finish! There it is! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And they're quick to get it back. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Bernardo Silva opts for safety. Martinez, now he's off and running. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's played forward. Merino.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Bernardo Silva. Oyarzabal. Played out to the left flank. He's in plenty of space here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Merino.
Chooses to go cross-field. And Rafinha. Decent hit! And he gets rid in a hurry.
Rice.
Well, that has not gone well. Bernardo Silva. Martinez. Hakimi. Yamal. Gets a good foot in there. Oyarzabal. Bernardo Silva.
Rice.
Yamal. Now it's Rashford. He's played him through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled. Rice.
Yamal. Climbs up big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Bernardo Silva. And Vanderson. Oyarzabal. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And he's there to retrieve it. And that has been knocked clear.
Rice.
And there is the half-time whistle. Barcelona head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And that has been cut short. Pavard.
Rice.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Merino. Over to the left.
That's good play from him.
And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Merino.
Merino! It's a pretty loose pass. Vanderson. Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Martinez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Hakimi is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. 60 minutes played.
Was 72,306.
Yamal. Out to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Keeper's ball. And he thumps it clear.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Martinez.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Pavard calmly anticipates. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Oyarzabal. Nice control. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitutions taking place.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's a key interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rashford.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
He's not got that quite right. Pavard. And Mendes. Rafinha. Nuno Mendes is wide and looking to get onto this.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Thuram. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Out of play for a throw. So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Rice. And here's Rafinha. Martinez. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Yamal. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Has been indicated.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford.
And there goes the final whistle. So that is it, the end of the road. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Rashford. It's Rashford! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Rice goes short. It's a mighty effort! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rashford!
Rashford really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment. Look, it's a run defence dislike, but the timing.
Shot a goal! And he hits the net! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Kukçu. A disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time. Oyarzabal with the short one. That's going to go a long way. He's found a way through. He's tried one. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range. Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Yamal, who's set up 1 goal so far, and he was quick to react. Bernardo Silva. Ball played for Kukçu. Vanderson. Bernardo Silva. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Merino. Rashford. Played out to the right. Yamal. And that is out of play. And here's Yamal.
That's good play from him.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Rashford.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Well timed, excellent interception. Rafinha. Merino. Rashford. Yamal. And Hakimi. He's shifting through the gears here. In comes the delivery. And that should get the job done. Oyarzabal. That has been cut short. Merino. Rice. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Yamal. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's on a charge. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rashford. Rafinha. Merino. And Mendes.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Martinez. Goes looking wide. He's played him through. He rises! Crossed in once more. Tries to get it clear. In again. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Terrific header! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And there is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Oyarzabal. Bernardo Silva. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
No way through there. Oyarzabal charging forward, the ball at his feet. And the shot! Merino. Pavard. Rice. And that has left him in a heap.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Yamal. Merino. Martinez is onto it in a flash. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. Rashford, and he's onside. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5.
Bernardo Silva has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Distributed tidily. Hakimi has it in a wide position. Chooses to go back. Rice. Thuram. And that's put paid to a promising move. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lisandro Martinez wins the duel this time. Nuno Mendes. Kokchu. Pavard does really well to win the ball there. Dyer. Pavard. Rice. And Rafinha. "75 minutes played. He's having a go! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Martinez. Oh, played through for the wide man. Out of play for a goal kick. That has not gone well. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. Martinez. They get a throw in. Nuno Mendes bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nuno Mendes. Merino. He is through here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Dyer is there, and he can pick it up. Keep the ball, and you win the game. It really is that simple. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Rice. Nuno Mendes. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There's the whistle.
Pavar,
Dyer.
Merino,
And that has been clubbed away. Nicked it back promptly. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Oyarzabal. And he's chosen to go back.
they're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Kokchu. Stood up well to him there.
Merino,
Nuno Mendes.
Rice,
Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rice,
And Hakimi. Hits one! Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Oyarzabal. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Lovely bit of skill. And he's taking no chances there. Martinez. Martinez. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Rashford.
Rice,
Rafinha. Nice control. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Rice,
Kokchu. Mikel Merino does really well to win the ball there. Kokchu. Yamal. Rice. And he welcomes it in. Great, he's got the shot away! And it's a goal!
yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 30 el dorsal 6.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi. Merino. And it's Dyer.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Nuno Mendes. Yamal. Pinches it off him.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, look at the space here. Mikel Merino did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Yamal. Vanderson gets across and deals with it. And it's Rashford. He's in plenty of space here. Cleared away. Here comes another cross. And he's heaved it away. Defending of the desperate variety. Forwards and with intent. Rice. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rice with the short one. And the shot! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now he's off and running.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Dyer with a fine tackle. And he's there to belt it away. Rashford did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Dyer. Rice. Yamal. And Hakimi. Pavard. And it's Dyer. And he was quick to react. And they win it back again. Rice goes looking wide. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Rashford.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kukçu.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
En el Barcelona, el dorsal 40 será reemplazado por el dorsal
He's had a fair
9.
tumble under that challenge. Martinez. Martinez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Rafinha. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And he's managed to get free. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Rafinha. No, he's not getting past him there. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rafinha, 2 assists to his credit already. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Dyer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oyarzabal. Yamal. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez, famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. And already we're underway here. Ribery. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now he's off and running. Now it's Martinez. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, they can break here. Thinks one through, chips it through.
Thuram really added the width there, thanks to his willingness.
Up he goes! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
And Kunku clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Foyt pinches it off him. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Garnacho. Thuram, foot in. Still goalless. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Dybala. Hernandez is there and he can get that clear. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Messi with the short one. Thuram. France are looking to go forward now. Hernandez. It's Camavinga. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, a delicate chip through.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you in.
Terrific header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Nkunku, a real chance if he can get through. And they've been given a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gonzalez. Acuna. Over to the other side. Garnacho. And it's Messi. Foyt. For Messi. Gently done. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Hernandez. And it's Ribery. Nkunku. Nkunku! Gonzalez. And Garnacho. Messi. And it's Paredes. Fofana wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. Now it's Dybala. Gonzalez. Koundé can get it clear. And the shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager...
Oh no, what has happened here? There's the hit! He's scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Koundé, Fofana, Lisandro Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gently done. And there's green grass ahead of him, and he's quick to get it clear again.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
In for a header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nkunku. Played back in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. France still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Martinez. And it's Messi. Acuna for Messi. Dybala. Dybala. Martinez. Ribery. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Foyt.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Gonzalez. Martinez. Acuna. And it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And it's Messi. That's Paredes. Messi. Acuna. Garnacho strokes it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe. Fofana. Nkunku. Nkunku. Fofana. And here's Thuram. Thuram.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Acuna. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ribery. Oh, played right into his path. And he's straight offside.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kolomuani. Gendouzi. And here's Ribery. Ribery! And that is wildly off target.
Ribery reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
France are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's in plenty of space here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And yes, it's him again. Argentina could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Thuram. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Coman. He has found the way through. Rabiot. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Coman. Can he get it through?
Pretty robust defending.
Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Mbappe, and the shot! Goal! France! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
In with a header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Played out to the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He won't be happy with that one. Camavinga. France are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Can he finish? It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Tchouameni, 30 minutes gone. Mbappe! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
France clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it? Coman! Chouameni. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Gets a good foot in there. Thuram. Camavinga. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And he's heaved it away. Thuram. Chouameni. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Koundé. Here's Chouameni. Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Played out to the left flank.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
That
additionnel.
pass isn't the best. Camavinga! Chouameni. Dembele. Camavinga. And the first half is done. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Dans les poubelles à votre disposition. Merci beaucoup.
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's gone out for a throw-in. Hernandez. Now Saliba. Ah, he's given it away. Tries a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
And the shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Coman. No, again there's no way through.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well read, nice interception. Coman. He's picked his way through. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce
Coman.
match, 72
60 minutes played.
306.
And Coman. Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Chouameni chips it through. And that's been won straight back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Attention, changement.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Well, that looks a good ball through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He could be in here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. France have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And here's Thuram, and the shot's on here. And he's away, has a go! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. France are looking to go forward now. He's played him through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Mbappe! Thuram. Fofana. Oh, they can break here. Dembele. Koundé was in no mood for any of that. Well, that has not gone well. And the pass is intercepted. Upamecano. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Good spot, he's seen the run.
France appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
And here's Mbappe. Guendouzi could try cutting inside here. Oh, what a chance! Oh, it's there!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Can he put it away? And the ball's come loose here. He's played it long. Oh, no question, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. France must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And he was alert to it.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Dembele is wide and looking to get onto this.
3 minutes.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. That has been cut short. And the number on the board is 3. Fofana.
Footballing width usually identifies with running.
And that is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Throw in. That's a good ball out wide. Koeman.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
No way through. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Argentina have the chance to go the other way. He is through here. Hernandez gets in to thwart him. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a key interception. Guendouzi. That has not gone well. And here's Thuram. No goals as yet. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's in a good... Has a goal! Goal! France! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand, and just listen.
Oh, what has happened here? In with a header! Decent enough try.
Alvarez certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Defending was strong and firm. Guendouzi, little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Now that's well seen too. Alvarez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And that is as far as they're going to go. Fernandez. That is good strength. Approaching the half-hour mark. That's a throw. De Paul. Tchouaméni does well to get it back. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Camavinga has created one goal already. Now it's Thuram. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Alvarez. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Lisandro Martinez gets across to intercept that. France are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Passes short and sharp. Fernandez. He's found a way through. Now it's to Paul. And that has sent him sprawling. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. It's hit the crossbar. And that's a poor penalty.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Pass is just off target. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Messi, and he's onside.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet, and he's running through. It's a sweet ball, that. Camavinga! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This possibly the last play of the half. There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. No way through there. Coman. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Coman. Now this could be a chance. Lisandro Martinez calmly anticipates. He's in space and looking for options.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Martinez, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And that should be the keeper's.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And that should get the job done. Camavinga gets it clear. Molina. McAllister. Camavinga did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Alvarez. Brilliantly cut out.
Argentina showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's picked his way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
De Paul. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Mbappe. Acuna spots it and intercepts. De Paul. Acuna. Oh, such a clever touch.
Se está realizando un cambio.
McAllister. De Paul! And the lead stays intact, just.
De Paul was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Well read, nice interception. Acuna. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Paredes looking to get on the end of this. Acuna. What a throw in. De Paul.
Argentina need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And he's managed to get free. And they've been given a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. And it's Messi. Argentina have a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. That has been cut short. And that will be it. France have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's cause for mild irritation. Stood up well to him there. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'm going to pick out Yuto Nagatomo. He may not be the biggest, but nobody has a bigger heart. And for courage, stamina, and that winning mentality, very few can better him.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. The less said about that pass, the better. And he's there to belt it away. Kamavinga, Genduzi. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely weighted ball. Genduzi rolls it backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Pinches it off him. Genduzi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Saliba makes the interception. First quarter of an hour gone. What a throw in.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And the shot! Goal! France!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
The goal scorer for
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Genduzi. It's a sweet ball, that. Saliba gets good distance on it. Kamada, and he'll shoot here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Coman is fouled. Oh, great ball!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
France are very much in charge here, dominating possession, and a goal to the good. Gets a good foot in there. Kamavinga. Genduzi. Kamada did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's picked his way through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Not the most accurate pass. And back to the goalkeeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Coman. And here's Mbappe. Coman. Mbappe. Coman. Pulls it back. Genduzi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played back in. Genduzi. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Kubo. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Oh, terrible mistake. Big chance! Decent hit! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
The goal scorer for France after 40 minutes is number 15.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Koundé gets it clear. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. France are looking to go forward now. Camavinga. No outsmarting him this time. It's Thuram, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And he was quick to react. Shifted upfield. He's in a good position. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
France sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're underway again. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. And that could set him on his way. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. No, again there's no way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he thumps it clear. Mbappe! Camavinga. Oh, what a climb! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Can he finish? Yes! And the lead is extended still further. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And now he has two. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start, that is what they all want. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. So off we go then. That's been cut out, well played. Nagatomo clears it away. But they've got it again, and he's on his way! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Kamavinga. Out to the right. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by...
In with a header! And he's straight offside. That has been cut short. Kamavinga gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
He would be the obvious choice. Oh no, this does not look good. Shot could be on. Chance! Goal! France! And France are in front.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Après 15 minutes de jeu, le numéro 10.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Koundé. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And the pass is intercepted. Pass is just off target. Saliba. Some resolute defending there. And he's got the beat. Can he finish? He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Camavinga. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's played him through. Oh, can he put it away? Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Camavinga! And that is doing no harm at all.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Pinches it off him. That pass has been well intercepted. Rabiot. Hernandez. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's onside, and the shot! Loose ball, that's another chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Japan were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Camavinga. Rabiot. France are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Strong running down that left flank. And back to the keeper they go. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Great hit! And he's found the net! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
He's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Oh, that's a key interception. Well read, nice interception. Caught offside that time. And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And we are back on the way. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good take and a good shapes to shoot! Goal! Japan! Into the lead once more.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Chouameni. It's Camavinga. Now it's Thuram. He's looking wide, looking for the run. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. France have reclaimed it. He's through here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Face to face with... Now the finish! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Mignon can claim that. Hernandez. Now it's Coman. Camavinga. Looking tidy in possession here. Minamino simply refused to be outdone there. France, just the goalkeeper to beat. Great chance! No mistake! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And it's Rabiot. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Almost an hour gone. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Spread it left. And that could set him on his way. Great position here, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Kamada did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rabiot. Camavinga. And it's Rabiot. Here's Chouameni. And he'll shoot here! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
France certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Le numéro 25. À leur place, le numéro 11. Le numéro 9.
That pass isn't the
Le
best.
numéro 8.
France still have the cards to affect this game. Hits one! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Japan have their second corner now. Punched away. Marcola clears. Got a shot away. Corner number 3 coming up. And he's gone looking for safety. France are looking to go forward now. Fofana spots it and intercepts. Now it's Gendouzi. And he's in on... There's the hit! It's in! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. France get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
And that's gone loose. France will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Mignon punts it upfield. Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And here's Thuram. Mbappe.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Japan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
No, it's not getting there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15.
France making another change here. Colomboani coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Look, that might have been telegraphed, but it's superb awareness.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
He's having a hit! And no one is overly concerned about that. We are into overtime, and he's picked out the run. Saliba. Oh no, what a... There's the shot! Oh, the ball's... In he goes again! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find...
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well,
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. There is from Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Keeper has taken decisive action. He's tried one! France have the chance to go the other way. Upamecano cuts it out. Hernandez. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. France have their second corner now. Oh, there's the clearance. And here's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. He's got away. Oh, smashing header. Cleared away.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now that's well seen too. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And it's Rabiot. Shapes to shoot. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Is there any support? Now the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Oh, well played. And the shot! It's got in, and it is an own goal.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And here's Coman, looking tidy in possession here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Camavinga clears. And he's quick to snatch it back. Hernandez. Koundé does well to get it back. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Thuram. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. And the score is 1-0. He could be in here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, big chance! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Ribéry. Koundé. Good spot, he's seen the run. Thuram gets a good foot in there. And it's Rabiot. Played back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And he's intervened well there. Elise. Olise, he has found the way through. Oh, great chance! And that was very necessary. No, he is not giving anything away. Oh, that's well spotted.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Olise. No, again there's no way through. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Coman is wide and looking to get onto this. Mignon catches it safely. Mbappe! Mbappe! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Additionnel.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
France go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15, Ribéry, pour le remplacer.
And we're underway
le numéro
again.
13.
Camavinga. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Olise. Chouameni. Camavinga. Camavinga has given away a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Saliba. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Chouameni. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Coman, and he's had it nicked away. Saliba gets over an intercept. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's found a way through. And that has been cleared. Driving on and making good progress.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh no, what has happened here? Big chance, there's the shot! They've scored!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
But pour l'équipe de France après 59 minutes de
So
jeu.
the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
72 000.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Kante did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Engages and forces him off the ball. Camavinga. Chouameni. Oh, this looks sharp. And he cuts out the supply. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Rabiot, that has been slung wide. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, he refuses to take the bait. Camavinga. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
France have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, that's an inviting ball. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look.
Great chance! And it's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
He's had a hit! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bakula! And that could have brought them level.
Makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
It's their second corner of the game. Upamecano attempts a clearance. Oh, that's what... He's gone for goal! Guendouzi. Saliba. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Thuram, showing good feet.
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Thuram! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
France could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Confirmation that there will be 4. Oh, that's ambitious. And somehow it stayed out. France clearly now in lead preservation mode. Fofana. Upamecano getting... That's that, the end. France pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
France desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now, 2018 was, of course, the year that saw France become champions again, 20 years after their previous triumph, and this man's exploits played a huge part in that success, did they not, Jim?
Yeah, Antoine Griezmann was excellent throughout the tournament with his all-round forward play. It was no surprise that he was man of the match in that high-scoring final against the Croatians.
Yeah, first time since 2002 that the final hadn't gone into extra time. And indeed, the first time since 1966 that 6 goals were scored. What a game it was. Thuram, Camavinga, France finding their passes. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. He's away! Oh, what a ball! The referee's awarded a free kick. Tchouaméni makes the interception. Threads one in. Camavinga, Coman. France appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Nicely weighted ball. Barcola, and he was quick to react. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's got away. Well, the defence just about came out. Has a look and has a go. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Camavinga! He's done very well to get to that.
Camavinga clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. France have the chance to go the other way. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram, and he was alert to it. So we're still where we started right now. Koundé calmly anticipates. Thuram. And it's been given away. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? Goal! France! And France are in front. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Mbappe. The message is clear, none shall pass. Back into the middle.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Barcola. It's Griezmann! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
That is good alertness. Thuram! France have reclaimed it. Barcola. And he's on a charge. Barcola going full steam ahead down the left flank. Koundé spots it and intercepts.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Upamecano. France looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Now Mbappe. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
France are looking to go forward now.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Dembele, and he cuts out the supply. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He shifted it to the flank. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Gets his pass away. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And we've reached half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
France lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Barcola is onto it in a flash. And it's Griezmann. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Griezmann charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's looking to set free a runner. And he's gone searching cross-field. Well timed, excellent interception. Chouameni. Aim forwards. Still just a single goal between the sides. Foot in.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Griezmann. He could be in here. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 29.
France can now introduce the first of their
À leur
substitutes.
place, le numéro 20. Le numéro 33. Le nombre de spectateurs.
Almost an hour
pour ce
gone.
match, 71
Coman.
898.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Changement.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And here's Ribéry.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Not the most accurate pass. France will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Thuram does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And here's Griezmann. Time and again they are repelled. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
France appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mignon can claim that. Half an hour gone in the second half.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
What a throw in.
Attention, changement.
Upamecano gets across and deals with it. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. And he thumps it clear. That's a shade optimistic. Out to the left it goes. Barcola is wide and look. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's straight offside. And here's Griezmann. Shot a goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Kolo Muani deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Fofana can get it clear. Now it's Tchouaméni. That is lovely. And no, that was never going to make it.
France
Have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
That has been cut short.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
That's been cut out, well played. Looking for options for movement. Fofana. That's a smartly directed ball. Upamecano. Kolomuani. Mbappe finds himself offside. Upamecano. Saliba wins. And there goes the final whistle. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved.
Voici venu le moment de
So what do you
notre
take
grand
away
moment.
from it all?